Welcome to Access a Trader, the #1 community for those who are committed to taking control of their trading in order to achieve success, profitability, and longevity. Thank you for joining us. Here's Dan Shapiro to help you find your edge, master your process, and own your future.
Hey guys, good evening everybody. Welcome to another edition of the AccessATrader.com nightly wrap-up show. Hope everybody is doing well. Guys, do me a favor, click a like on the channel, support the channel. All it takes is 1 second to kind of share your thoughts, support, like, share, all that good stuff. So sorry, there was no video last night. My daughter's high school team had their first round state championship game, so I didn't have a time to record the video. They won like by 40, so nail biter. So great job, girls. Again, market is doing exactly what we talked about once it loses the 50-day moving average. You guys remember we lost it 2 days ago, had a follow through yesterday, very aggressive follow through yesterday. We talked about it yesterday. I kind of tweeted out last night. I go, in the next 24, 48 hours, we should get some sort of, relief rally, right? Relief, dead cat bounce. All it is a dead cat bounce until we reclaim back the 50-day moving average. If you guys remember, we talked about the importance of that 523, which was the 50-day. Over 50 is bullish, below 50 is bearish. And we had some really aggressive moves down in the last couple of days. And today was a perfect example what the rules that we set in place of kind of what not to do in a sell cycle, right? You don't buy gaps, right? You never buy gaps. And again, I've been saying this for years. Okay, I've been saying this for years. I said this two nights ago in the video. I think it was on the weekend update. No matter what happens, I don't care what you're over there. I don't care what God you pray to. Market gaps up. You don't buy into strength because again, all you're doing is buying into supply. And if you bought strength this morning, again, it's like literally getting punched in the face, punch in the face, punch in the face. Eventually, you have to duck. If you bought anything today pre-market, literally anything we saw pre-market today, this is what happened. You bought the gap up into supply. You can see the daily chart, right? You bought it into supply. It got rejected of the previous day's high, and the market got smashed, right? This is what happened from the word go, right? Here is the market right at the open, and all it did was aggressively sell. At one point, the QQQs went red, and literally, if you bought anything at the open pre-market, just like the previous day, you got caught. The problem with traders, again, like I said for many videos, they believe every single uptick off the bottom is the bottom. I've been saying this for video after video. Guys, who cares, right? Who cares? If you're a trader, you're going to trade the ranges. You're going to trade the channels. You're going to trade your arbitrage. It doesn't make a difference unless you're, unless you are trying to win some sort of fictional contest. Who cares about the bottom? Whether the bottom is yesterday, today, or next Thursday, it doesn't make a difference. Trade the value you have. Again, do you want to make money or you want to be a social media celebrity? Again, you can't do both, right? You can't do both. It doesn't make a difference if you're calling the bottom. Who cares, right? Again, who cares? The most important part is what happens next. You look at the Dow, down 200 points. We've been talking about Bitcoin, right? We talked about Bitcoin on the weekend video when Bitcoin is around 92, 93, maybe it was 94,000. I said, guys, watch that 89, 90 area. Bitcoin's having a problem here. And the reason why Bitcoin is an issue right now, Bitcoin is at 85,000, right? It's 85,000. It's below the 3-month lows. I think we briefly touched about it on the weekend update. The problem with that is Bitcoin represents speculation money, right? It represents speculation money. If money comes out of Bitcoin and you start seeing a wash, and the longer it stays below the 90,000, the higher probability there will be a wash somewhere into the 70s. As of right now, we're speaking, I believe Bitcoin's around 85,000, right? So if Bitcoin represents speculation money and represents small retail investors, chasing speculation money, that's a problem because it turns into a domino effect. We'll see. We'll monitor them. But if you are a Bitcoin trader, again, the longer it stays below 90,000, the higher probability it does get pulled somewhere in the 70s. Today was kind of an important day for earnings, at least for mega cap investors. This was like the last hurrah to see if the market could be quote unquote safe. I personally don't believe in the theory that one stock can save an entire market, But again, listen, everybody has their own different theories. Everybody kind of has their own different realities, but it's something that is being said. So NVIDIA came out with earnings, pretty good earnings. I think there were pretty good earnings on the surface. You had a both beat on the top and bottom line. Sales come in at 39.3 billion. Estimates were 38.1. Estimates came in at 89 cents, beating the bottom line of 85 cents. Stock is kind of all over the place. It went up a little bit and went down a little bit. Now it's kind of firming up a little bit, about 2% on the day. You can see it's up roughly around a couple of bucks. We will see, as of right now, it's up a couple of bucks, 2%. We will see what happens after the conference call. But the reason why this 34 area is so important, this is kind of where the bulls really need to build a base. The 34, if it opens up like this, right, the 34 would signal a reclaim back of the 50-day moving average. So yeah, it's kind of a big deal. And if you see how where NVIDIA right now is trading after hours, it's trying to build over the 34. So again, by the time you get this video, I don't know where NVIDIA could be. It could be at 138. It could be at 120. I have no idea. But as of right now, before the conference call, it is reacting, at least now firming up on its earnings, about up 2% on the day. And as you can see here right now, it's still trying to fight and hold on to that 134 level. That's going to be very, very important. Over 134 bullish, below 134 is, again, 50-day higher, below the 50-day lower. Right now, you can see this fist fight going on around the 134 area. The one company that had a really, really nice quarter was Snow, right? Snow delivered a really nice quarter. As you can see here, doing very, very well. Sales, 987 million versus an estimate of 956. And estimates the bottom line, 30 cents versus an estimate of 18 cents. And Snow is doing very, very well after hours, and it is up roughly, where is it? It is up roughly right now 12%. So it's doing very, very well. One stock is not doing well after hours is eBay. eBay looks like they had a negative reaction to earnings. Matter of fact, NVIDIA's earnings are happening, NVIDIA's conference call is happening as of right now, as we're speaking. It just started, so let's see what happens for tomorrow. So the question for tomorrow going into the session is this enough, right? Is this enough to carry the bulls back over some sort of threshold, at least above today's channel, to be determined? Okay, to be determined. I don't think this represents everything. Obviously, there is a knee-jerk reaction to the stock. Obviously, this is a very, very important name in the technology space, obviously in the semiconductor space. But most important is you have to find other clues. Apple today got hit, right? Apple today got hit. And the reason why it's so important to kind of note this, Apple, it did exactly the same thing what Meta did, if you guys remember, a week ago. In one day, it took out like 4 or 5 days worth of buying. Well, Apple did the same thing. Apple today engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days worth of buying. That's very, very important. And the point is, it's holding on to the 50-day moving average. Again, over 50 bullish, below 50 is bearish. Watch this Apple, man. Watch this Apple. If Apple cannot reclaim back the 50-day moving average tomorrow, it might pull everything down. I don't know if NVIDIA will be aggressive enough to pull everything up. But again, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tesla looks like, I mean, if you guys remember Tesla, we talked about this on the weekend video, guys. Watch the 325, watch the 325, watch the 325. This thing looks like, I mean, right? You guys remember that big level we talked about on the weekend update? Is getting absolutely murdered. Big put buying continuously comes in. This was one of the very few names that did not participate, at least even in the beginning of today's session, for a dead cat bounce. Stock went down another $12. It looks like the ultimate magnet for Tesla will be this 275, 277 area, which is the 200-day moving average. That's what it looks like, right? It took out this whole channel we talked about. It cracked below the 64. I mean, this is the last channel left. So, Tesla, if it can't rally tomorrow and starts building below today's channel, again, there is a shot this thing sees the 200-day moving average. So it's something that's very, very important to pay attention to for tomorrow. So you have NVIDIA, major reclaim potential on the 50-day moving average tomorrow. You have Apple, potential loss of the 50-day moving average tomorrow. PLTR, PLTR also, again, one of these high-flying names, couldn't really rally today after this really big aggressive move down. Inside day today, as you can see, yesterday, it stopped at the 50-day moving average. We got to watch this thing the next couple of days. Again, folks, I don't care how much of the stock is down off the top. Eventually, if it loses the 50-day moving average, it's going to get hit. Again, we've shown a million examples. You see just in the last couple of weeks, you see Amazon off the 50. You have Google, right? Google off the 50. You have Microsoft off the 50. I mean, these are bad moves. Tesla obviously has gotten absolutely hammered, and Tesla's down 80 points from the 50-day moving average. So we'll keep an eye on PLTR in the next several sessions. Let's see if it can confirm the 50-day moving average tomorrow. We'll see if it is enough for NVIDIA to reclaim back the 50-day moving average and save everything else. But the most important part, guys, and always remember this, these are rules. There are rules to this thing. You want to avoid again, I've been saying this every single day because eventually it's going to click in somebody's head and say, stop buying these gap ups into supply. Right? That first half hour is crucial. How many times have people bought stock into strength in the last couple of days below the 50-day moving average, and you're getting pulled every single time because you're literally buying into areas that used to be support, now they become supply, and now you are buying into where institutional money is selling. Guys, have a great night, everybody. God bless. Hope everybody's doing well, and with God's help, I'll see you all tomorrow.